Hello, constant viewer. We are on day 2 of our Norway expedition. We have left Bruges and we've decided to head all the way up to Germany today. Finding prices very, very cheap in Belgium and the Netherlands so far. Just stopped off at a little. Everything's a little bit cheaper. Fuel is $1.40 a litre in this area, so that's quite a result. And yeah, so it's just raining all day today, so we're just going to drive for the next 4 or 5 hours and get as far north as we can, and it looks like we're going to sail from Hirtshals in Denmark to Kristiansand in Norway, and that will be a 4.5 hour crossing at €200, so it's going to save us a lot of driving, about 1,000 kilometres. So we've been driving a couple of hours through Belgium and we are just entering Netherlands. There we go, one more country to stick on the list. Welcome to Denmark. We've been pushing on, doing quite a while, quite a pace. So we're a few days in, and that's us in Denmark. So you come off the motorway and you're looking for this sign, Målholm. Målholm? Anyway, it's easier than Visional. That's easy for me to say. We are in the highest mountain in Denmark, which is barely a hill. It's 147 metres, and as you can see the whole of Denmark behind us. There's not a lot here. Let me turn the camera around and I'll show you. It's a beautiful spring day, it's 20 degrees. So you go to the right of the visitor centre. Down this little dirt track. There we go. The highest natural point in Denmark. Panorama. So we are in Aalborg, and things are very expensive. Big Mac meal with treats, Coca-Cola, add to menu, 90 krona. I'll tell you how much that is in a minute. So that Big Mac meal equated to £10.35 in UK coinage. That's quite expensive. As with most of the Nordic countries, the place is absolutely spotless, immaculate. The buildings are good, all the signage is new, everything looks as if it was made yesterday. This is how they lay slabs in Denmark. Watch this. How cool is that? There's lots to do in Aalborg. I'll put some of the things on the screen. Museums you can visit and stuff. But yeah, basically it's a beautiful little town. Very, very clean. We're only here for a few hours because we're getting the ferry later on this afternoon to Norway. So we thought, when in Rome, you have to just get a wee coffee and stuff. So this lot here, a large latte, an Americano, and a little Danish pastry, £16.55. There's a lot of money in it. It's a beautiful day here in Aalborg, and we are now heading to Hirtshals, where we have a ferry at 8:45 p.m. this evening. It's been a little windy, but it's a lovely little town. I'm just going to nip in and get some fuel, which is round about the 140 a litre, which is quite good, so can't complain at that. So yeah, we just filled up there, and in the Nordic countries we've noticed, well, through northern Germany anyway, and then into Denmark and Amsterdam, the Netherlands, sorry, diesel's actually cheaper than unleaded. So we just filled up there at 143 a litre, and I'm hoping this will transfer over to Norwegian prices as well, because I do believe the diesel's cheaper in Norway than it is in the UK, but we will let you know soon. Aalborg and arrived in Hirtshals 4 or 5 hours before we needed to actually be on the ferry. It was leaving at 8:45 with a 12 midnight arrival in Kristiansand in Norway. So we decided to go for a little walk. A nice little town, but it's mostly a port, and we thought we'd go and see what the prices were like in the local Lidl. So we're in a Lidl in Hirtshals, Denmark. And this is stuff we normally buy. So blueberries, for example, 22 krona, which is £2.53. And our standard go-to is tins of tomatoes chopped, because they're 49 pence in the UK. So we'll see what they are here. Very nice store. Cucumber for 80 pence, which is perfectly reasonable. And a loaf of bread, £10.50, which is £1.21. So the chicken breasts are £7.80. That's quite expensive. So the bottles of wine here, it's 69, it's at £7.92. They do get cheaper. 49 or £5.63. 49 is about the cheapest. Well, we can see some there at 39 and 35, which is going to be about the £4.50 mark. So quite reasonable indeed. So the standard chopped tomato, 68 pence. Or 5.95 krona, and that's quite considerably dearer. They were 49 cents in Germany and 49 pence in the UK, so 68 pence is quite an increase. So on the whole, it's not too bad. Slightly more expensive than the UK, and it'll be really interesting to see how we get on in Norway, because there are no Lidls in Norway. They have their own stores. So here's one for the green Tuborg, £40.50, which is £4.65, and £53.70 for the Økologisk Pilsner, which is going to be about £6. It's about £1 a tin. But the Tuborg's reasonable. So we're just waiting to kind of get on a big boat. It's not here yet.
A few moments later.
This ship is immaculate. Look at it. Squeaky clean. Well, it looks like we're underway. Just turning the ship around. And sailing off into the sunset. You're going to be sick of us by the end of this trip. Wait till I show you this. Hold on to a turn round.